President Joe Biden's speech addressing to the 76th meeting of the United Nations. This was President Biden's first time speaking to the United Nations as President of the United States. Here, his speech was about the COVID-19 global pandemic. He spoke on how the pandemic impacted so much of our existence and didn't only take a toll on the United States, but the entire world. And because it took a toll on the entire world, he had a very diverse audience he spoke to. He focused on how he would like to push through the future of the pandemic and his goals to get through the pandemic. President Biden prepared for this audience by practicing structure, knowledge and research, and being clear for a diverse audience. Having structure helped him maintain and organize his speech and flow, what he needed to consider throughout his speech. It helped him hit his key points and, most importantly, his aim and ending goal of what he would like the audience to take away from it. While creating his structure, he considered all people and all situations in the room, and this is where he used demographic analysis and situational analysis. Demographic analysis, he stated how every nation, every background is going through this pandemic, and he recognizes we are all human and there may be individual heartbreak, but there is shared grief. Situational analysis, he realized who he is and how important this topic is, and he was encouraging and spoke strongly with the power he holds. Another way how he prepared for this speech was knowledge and research. He had to be mindful of stereotypes, metaphors, and slangs that may be offensive to any culture because the pandemic was so huge, any culture in the room. He had to be mindful of what he said. Being clear for a diverse audience, he had to consider the diversity in the room and that he is a president, which is an extremely high title, so everyone is listening and watching to him. And not everyone speaks English, so he had to practice speaking at a good pace and clearly. He had to also be aware that nonverbal communication is critical and different things mean different meanings in different cultures. I can incorporate similar preparation skills as President Biden by having knowledge and research of my demographic of audience. Thank you.